Hey everybody, Michael Tracy here. Breaking news, breaking grim news. Trump has authorized U.S. strikes against Syrian government targets. This is the first time that the United States has bombed Assad. Who knows what this could escalate into? Everybody should be, I think, extremely concerned and alert as to what the ramifications of this incredibly rash act are. Number one, the way that this sort of came together so rapidly and with so little consideration was just chilling. You saw people in the administration like Nikki Haley, UN ambassador, going before that body and basically threatening unilateral military action. You had then Tillerson today proclaiming with certainty that Assad was culpable for the attack. The Israeli intelligence service had said something similar today, and then Trump, seemingly in a show in a display to show how tough he is, to how militaristic he is. He said that he didn't want to reveal what his course of action would be on Syria. And then, as of tonight, we are now bombing Assad. So the campaign pledge that Hillary Clinton made all throughout the 2016 campaign, that's now essentially been instituted in terms of policy. Now, there's no-fly zone yet, but could very easily we could very easily envision this escalating into the implementation of a no-fly zone in Syria. But at the very least, we are now bombing Assad. This definitely contradicts everything that Trump espoused during the 2016 campaign. There's no question about it. I've been seeing some Trump personalities on Twitter try to justify this on the grounds of some convoluted master persuasion strategy. Well, I'm sorry, bombing a foreign state, that doesn't lend itself to any kind of master persuasion strategy that should in any way be countenanced. I don't know what Trump's specific intentions or motivations are. It just seems very much like he was simply co-opted by the blob, it's called, meaning the foreign policy establishment in the U.S., which is broadly and on a bipartisan basis always favored this course of action. And then blame certainly that also lies with Trump himself, but I'm sure his instincts in certain regards lent itself to this attack. But why is it that we couldn't have taken the time to verify through an independent body whether this was actually done at the hands of Assad? I mean, they deny it. Not saying you should take their word for it, but why not a little bit of circumspection here? There was no imminent threat, seemingly. I mean, the threat to Syrians has been imminent for 5 years, but there was certainly no imminent threat to the United States. There was no massacre that was even alleged to be in the making that had to be prevented. So there is very little justification for this, in my view, and it's an extremely worrying development. I saw MSNBC had Brian Williams on, who was opining about the beauty of these strikes, and reportedly people in the Clinton orbit are in favor of it. So Trump, he achieved his goal of finding some kind of bipartisan unity. I don't know where the quote-unquote resistance is on this. They seem a little conspicuously muted. Why is that? I don't know. I absolutely maintain that the atmosphere that they fomented domestically as to Trump being supposedly compromised by Russia contributed to a climate where this was seen by him as a plausible thing to do to demonstrate his independence on the world stage and demonstrate that he is not actually in hock to Russia, which obviously has Assad as a client. So it's especially grim that this happened on literally the 100-year anniversary of the United States declaring war on Germany in World War One in April 1917, April 6, 1917. And was that planned out? Was that even known by Trump? I don't know. Either way, it's a very dark irony that we have now initiated a conflict which could lead to some kind of very dangerous fissure between the global powers. And one false move, if Russian targets are attacked, I would fully expect Putin to retaliate. I don't think there's any reason to believe that Trump and Putin are buddy-buddy, if it's maintaining this all along. And it could obviously go somewhere that we don't want to see, or at least I don't want to see. So, definitely bad news. Going to be keeping close watch on this in the days ahead. I would encourage you to do so as well. But for now, I don't know, soldier on. And I will talk to you later.